Okay,
All
Tom, you want
right.
me to go ahead and do my intros?
Yeah, I think we're ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll do it in a second.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, here we are, everybody. Welcome to the Monday call. Tonight is going to be a very special Monday call because we're doing. This is something that I've been waiting to do for so long, and I have been uh, anticipating this day. So we'll get into that in just a minute. But I want to welcome you to the Monday call. I am Jen Springer, and I've been with Young Living since 2001, and I have so many. Grateful thoughts about this company because back in 2001 when I started, I never really thought about the impact or what it meant to grow a residual income business. I would say that during my presentations, but I really had no clue what I was talking about. I mean, I didn't understand it. I understood that if you bought a house and you paid for it and then you charged people rent and you made more money than what your personal mortgage was, that extra money I understood that as residual income or dividends from stocks, but I didn't understand that there would be two times in my life as of today that Young Living would pay me when I would not work due to life circumstances. And in 2007, I started my business in 2001. In 2007, I was a gold in Young Living, and that's a pretty decent check, right? And I had to take care of some personal business in my life, dealing with, my marriage situation and a house situation and, some health stuff as well. And I was, I couldn't work full bore like I did. I took quite a bit of time off, and I was really burned out as well. And Young Living just kept sending me the checks coming in the mail, coming in the mail. And I was like, wow. And then so 2010, 11, I started building again, and that's when I, was working with Tom and hit platinum. And then Monty and I were living in a house that made us very sick, and literally we could not work for 2 years because it really laid us on our butt. And there's just so much drama with that. I'm not going to get into it, but again, being a platinum, as that's a six-figure check. No, not each check six figures, but it's a six-figure income. And that's a good sized check. And so Young Living, with this residual income, I had no other source of income at the time, and I kept getting paid as I needed to do the things I needed to do, and as Monty needed to do what he needed to do, with us moving a few times and stuff that happened, we still got paid. And I don't know of any job, or even if I had investment properties and I had to take care of those properties, I know for a fact that I would not have gotten paid. And so I really understand now, looking ahead from 2001, with that time when I would talk about residual income, I really get it. It's an insurance policy for your family. Whether you want to go travel the world and see things and, take off from where you live and, pay someone to feed your fish for you, or you need to take off for some other personal reasons that are not as positive as traveling the world, but this type of income covers your butt. You have it. You could be working a job right now and you've got your residual income coming in, and you could use that solely for retirement or investing or paying off debt or anything like that. So this residual income is so powerful, and I would love for every one of you to have what I have and get to the point in Young Living where I'm at and beyond. To have a six-figure income coming in annually, a very strong six-figure income coming in annually, whether you work or not. I mean, yes, I work, but if without, if I stopped working tomorrow, there would still be a really great check coming in as a plan B and or plan C for all of you. To have that type of security is amazing. And just know that, yes, you're working in your business and you are, you're getting to executive and silver and gold and beyond that. And you're seeing that immediate check in your hands. But I will tell you, there's times you don't know that check could save your life. That check could save other people's lives. That check could be your freedom to traveling the world, or you might have a kid who is about to reach 18 and they want to go travel the world, and you want to pay their way to do that, or you want to give money to save a family in another country that needs your help because some devastation happened. That's what we have with this, and it's very powerful. So I wanted to talk about that and how amazing, how amazingly blessed we are to have this company, which is a great company, and to have the business and the products. So remember that when when you get that funny feeling in your stomach and you don't want to talk to somebody about this business because you feel weird, think about what residual income could do for them and their family beyond just paying their immediate bills. It's like they're having their super backup insurance plan. If something happens, that family would not wind up on the streets. And same with you and your family. So I just want to talk about that real quick. Let's see. Let's talk about specials very quickly, because the specials this month are awesome. So when you're on 100 PV Essential Rewards, you get the 5 ml of Citrus Fresh, which is my favorite this time of year in the diffuser, because the days are short, the weather can be kind of funky, and you're like, man, I wish I could have some summertime. Diffuse some Citrus Fresh, and that's like having summertime in your house. At 190 PV, you get that if you're on Essential Rewards, as well as the Basil Vitality, which I love in salads and things like that, even dressings. And if you're not on Essential Rewards, you would just get the 15 ml of Eucalyptus globulus, which is another great diffusing type of oil. At 250 PV, you get all of that plus a 15 ml of Joy. And who doesn't need a little bit of Joy oil on their heart every day? Joy oil is, I'll tell you guys a story. You may have heard it before, but they say that if you really dislike the aroma of an essential oil, it is something you really need. And when I first smelled Joy oil, I thought it was cat pee in a bottle. And I thought, why would somebody want to sell this? And why on earth would somebody wear this? And then I found out that if I really hated it, it's something that I needed. And I wore that oil on my heart every day for like a couple years before it started smelling beautiful as it really is. So I obviously needed a lot of joy in my life, and I still love wearing that oil. I love it in the diffuser. It is so beautiful. It's very uplifting and helps you it just helps you like get into your heart space. So at the 300 PV, all this other stuff's really exciting, but I get super pumped when I talk about two of my favorite oils. Addition to all that, you get the 5 ml at 300 PV of Peace and Calming, which is one of my tried and true favorites. For those of you watching on the webinar, I've got like Peace and Calming right here sitting next to my desk because I hoard it, like most of us. And I remember back when I first started Young Living, I was under a lot of stress. My husband was in the military, and he got activated and was gone for almost a year. Then he came home, and then he was gone for almost another year, and that really was difficult. And I used a lot of Peace and Calming to get through that. And it's one of those that I still love to this day. I've got so many stories about it. And then the other oil is a 5 ml of Helichrysum. Now, Helichrysum oil, which I don't have one right here to show you, but Helichrysum is one of my most favorite essential oils of all time. And Helichrysum means the blood of Christ, and it's from the chrysanthemum family, and it's one of those oils that just does everything. It's so gentle, and I love it, and then I know you're going to love it. So get to the 300 PV, ensure you're on auto ship so that you're getting all the bonuses you can from Young Living and not leaving any money on the table. And that's what I got to say about the special. So you're crazy not to get these two oils that are here. So before we get started on our very cool, important call, if you want to hear the recordings, we've got them available for download, so you can bring them on your computer, on any of your devices to listen to at DiamondFactoryTraining.com. You can find everything there, plus some other training. Just get your free membership. You can get them on iTunes, on your iPhone, and go into the podcast, and you can subscribe to the Diamond Factory one. You can listen to it on your devices that way. And then if you're not on the email list, and getting the announcements every week for the Monday call, that's where you go to Our Simple Training, and that's basically where you just put your info in there and get on the list. I don't really have anything else on that particular blog. So tonight, I am so excited about doing this launch training. And a lot of you are thinking, what is a launch training? Well, you know that funny feeling you get in your tummy when someone says to you, how do I get started in this business? Show me how you do, how do I do what you do? And you panic and you're like, I don't know, just share. And it's beyond, there's more than just sharing, but you're not quite sure what. And so Tom Challen and I have been talking about doing a launch training for quite a while. And Tom is the one who worked with me in 2012 when I was really stuck at gold. And there's so many things that we've worked on, so many projects. And, he's really helped me refine my business, leverage my time, get to platinum in less than part-time hours. And as, I'm going to gold, I'm silver, diamond. I've already passed gold and silver, you guys. As I'm going to diamond and beyond, we're putting some very strategic things in place. And that's part of what Tom does, because he's been an expert in this industry for a very long time. He's been in here since like 25 years. I know you're only 25 years old, Tom, but he's been doing home-based business for 25 years and been very successful at it. And anytime that I need any assistance, or any of you, as a matter of fact, that come to me and say, I'm having a hard time sponsoring people, or I'm not quite clear, or I'm stuck, and things like that, I guide all of you to Tom, because Tom has helped me break through so many barriers, whether it was limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, or a strategy I wasn't carrying out correctly, or maybe I needed ideas. I always work with him, and I know that without a question, that he's going to come from his heart and help you in a way that is the best for you. And I'm so thrilled that we're going to be doing this launch training as a tool for all of you so that we can use it today. So I know there's some of you on here tonight that are new and you're wondering, how do you do this business? How is it easy? Is it hard? What are the first steps? So we're going to talk about that and clear that up for you. And then some of you have been on a long time and you've been on these calls and you've been following Tom, or you've been looking for somebody to teach you the way. This is going to help with you as well, and it will be available again for you in the future. So Tom, do you want to take it from here? Because I'm just so excited, because we've been wanting to do this for a long time, and now is the day we're going to have it done.
I know, Jen. I was actually going to see if it's okay if I do this maybe next week.
No, I'm going to mute now so that you can take it, because I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this whole thing.
Good. Yeah, you knew I wasn't serious. No, I'm excited. I'm excited to do this, and oh man, really, really cool. Well, anyways, for those of you who have never been on any calls with me, my name is Tom Challen, and just real quick, that's my family. I have 4 teenage daughters now, and my wife Kim, who happens to be here as well, who wants to just say hi to everybody real quick before we dive in officially.
I'd love to say hi to you guys. Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks for tuning in today.
All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, why don't you do it today? No, just kidding.
Oh boy, we're in trouble.
No, you're not. We're not in trouble. She's actually been building a business since she was 19 years old. We're both 44. So not 25 years, Jen. That sounded way old, but it's been 22 years, which is right around the corner, though, of building home-based businesses. And so what I'm going to do in just a few minutes, okay, I'll officially let you know when we're going to start, okay? When we're officially going to start, and then I'm recording this, and I'm going to tell you this: the way that I'm going to do the getting started is the exact way that I would do it as if I'm driving a Young Living business. And I actually have one team member right now, minimum, that's watching this right now, and this is the presentation that I'm giving to that person, as if each and every single one of you was a part of my personal team. Okay? And so I'm gonna dive into that. And that actually happens to be my mom, and she actually happens to be sitting right here. And I don't know if she wants to get on camera, but she's like, no. Anyway, so she's watching right now. She's visiting from Cleveland, Ohio, and she's excited to be the next Royal Crown Diamond in the company with Young Living. So I'm very excited to be building this. So I'm not just coming sharing this from a coaching perspective. Again, this is the way that I would teach my team on how to get off to a fast start. And let me preface this as well. The structure that I'm going to use for helping your brand new people get off to a fast start is the structure that helped me build a team of over 40,000 people that wanted to make money in a home-based business. And on top of that, 60,000 plus customers. So tens of thousands of new team members, tens of thousands of customers. So the process that I'm going to be going through here in a few minutes is extraordinarily proven, and it will work for you. Now, and the reason why I wanted to preface this real quick is because many of you have built a Young Living business, and you built a Young Living business in different ways. You built it by building it, multiple different ways. I don't know what all those ways are, but I'm here to tell you that they work. Obviously, there's many different ways to build a business. I'm going to share with you the way that's helped me multiply, compound, get in massive momentum, and help all walks of life people that thought they couldn't sell ever, people that have never been in any kind of entrepreneur or business, people that thought they couldn't do it, people that have failed at other businesses like this before. So I've had every walk of life person. So those of you that are watching this right now, I want you to again be open-minded that this way is extremely simple, it's extremely strategic, and it will work. It will work for you in building a home-based business. And again, so no matter how you're building a business right now, what I have learned to do is take all the different ways of building a home-based business, and I've learned to answer this one question. And that one question is, if my life depended on it, and I had a gun to my head, and I don't know how else to say this as an analogy, what is the bottom line I need to do to make money in Young Living, or any home business for that matter? That was the question that I asked myself the moment where I lost everything financially a few years ago. The moment where I said, okay, Tom, I got to stop thinking, analyzing, wondering, over-educating. I have to stop learning how to stop babysitting as much. And I said, what is the absolute, get rid of all the fat, get rid of all the 30 steps to starting my home business, all the product education that I thought I had, all the compensation, all the different education that I had to fill in my head before I can go, which in turn, I had to educate my team. I was an over-analytical, over-educator to everybody on my team. And then finally, I got a clue, and it took me many years, unfortunately, of pain, many years of working too many hours, many years of being a workaholic, a striveaholic, completely out of balance in every way possible. Jen? And Jen? Hang on, Jen, are you there?
Yeah, I don't think it's on my end.
Let's hang on one sec. Give me a second here. Let me just see here. Maybe mute yourself out just in case, Jen.
I am muted.
Oh, I can hear you. So, you there? Okay. Nope, you're still, try to mute yourself and talk. And I'll let you know if I can hear you. Okay, that's better. Much better. Thank you, Jen. Yeah. Oh. Okay, it's quiet. I could hear, Jen, can you say hi? Huh, bizarre. Hey, honey, can you go on to the other computer? Okay, I think it's quiet now, Jen. Okay, let's keep rocking and rolling. So it's really important to understand before I get started with my getting started training to emphasize that there are my old system of helping my team get started was 30 steps, because in my brain, my whole life, what are we taught? Go to school, get a good education. If you're going to do anything, you've got to be well trained. So the reason why so many people have a hard time in network marketing and building a Young Living business, and maybe still some of you are still thinking this way, is that you think more is better. And I'm here to tell you it's just the opposite when it comes to getting started. Less is better. Simpler is better. It doesn't mean that simpler is going to instantly have everybody be successful either. No, it's a process for people that are brand new. But I've learned finally what is the bottom line of helping people get off to a fast start, and that's what I'm going to go through in the getting started part of it. So I'm gonna make sure we start the recording so we can use this for brand new people, as if I was enrolling brand new people into my business. This is the presentation that I would use. Now afterward, I'm just going to tell you guys up front that the getting started training for my brand new people obviously was always free. Getting started training is always a free process. And it usually takes, it's usually only about a 15, maybe a 20-minute training. It's only like, it's a free getting started training that I would use for my team that I'm going to be doing with you guys right now. And just understand this, that you can take this and run. Let's say you wanted to get off to a fast start. You can take this and run. For those of you that are ready, though, to maybe go to the next level of training, I'm going to share with you how to collapse time frames so you can sponsor more people in a lot less period of time. I'm going to share with you what we're doing brand new in February. For those of you that maybe you've already been going a little while and you want to get some more strategic training, I'll share that here after the webinar, and we stop the recording button. I'll share that with you here, what we're doing in February. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling, and let's go ahead and get rocking right now, and I'm going to make sure we got the recording going. And let me go hit the back button here. And this is exactly how we would get started. So are you ready, everybody? Let's just do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Here we go. All right. Welcome, everybody, to your brand new Young Living business. My name is Tom Challen. I'm going to be your tour guide today and share with you how to get off to a fast start. And you know, maybe you got involved in Young Living from a friend. Maybe you were at a class and you learned about how amazing the products are and found out that there's an amazing way to share this incredible product as well as the Young Living business, so you can accomplish whatever goals that led you to this moment right now. Maybe you're here because you want to, you heard that you can earn some incredible part-time income, or maybe just enough income to pay for your essential rewards, which is your monthly automatic product order that you should have gotten started with by now. And we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. But whatever you're here for, whether it's just to pay for your product, whether it's to earn some additional income, maybe a few hundred or a few thousand, or maybe you've heard of people like Jen Springer and Brenda and Scott Schuler and Heidi Hovan that are earning a substantial income. In fact, more income than some of the professional athletes of the world, more income than CEOs and top executives. But the difference of the kind of money that we can make here with Young Living is that we can earn ongoing residual income, which we're going to talk about here in a few minutes. So real quick, there's a picture of my family, just so you know a little bit about myself there, of course, and my wife, Kim, and my 4 teenage daughters. And by the way, for those of you that are brand new at building a home business, you're brand new to Young Living, first time ever considering partnering with this business model. My wife Kim and I have been doing this for 22 years. And the thing I will tell you is, if you really want to make this happen, you can. I can tell you I've worked with tens of thousands of people that for the life of them thought they could never do any kind of marketing business. The first thing that many people say to me is, Tom, I'm not a salesman. And I say, that's perfect. Or people that have been moms that have never been in a traditional type job before. Those are perfect. All I'm looking for is someone, and if you are serious to accomplish your goal of what brought you here right now, is I'm looking for people in our company and our leaders and the person that referred you to the Young Living business. We're just looking for someone that's coachable, that's hungry. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for people that have a desire to accomplish their goals in life. And I can tell you with extreme experience for making incredible amount of money, full-time income for 22 years straight. My wife and I, when we wake up in the morning, our biggest decision is, are we going to drink our bone broth on the deck? Are we going to jump in the jacuzzi or the spa? Are we going to take the kids to school? Are we going to go to the beach? Basically, we get to choose what we want to do every single day that we wake up. Last couple weeks ago, I went skiing with my daughter, and if you're looking at the picture, if you're looking online, it's the one in the purple shirt there, Morgan. She's almost 17 now. It's crazy. We went skiing a couple weeks ago, and when we were driving home, there were about 7 major car accidents, and I would bet, unfortunately, that there might have been someone extremely hurt, maybe even lost their life. And why do I say that? Because some of you, you're here and you're like, I don't know if this will work, or, should I really share with people I care about, or can I really do this business? I can tell you, again, not only can you, but there's a lot of people out there, and maybe you're one of them, that want more freedom in their life. Those people that commute in Southern California traffic and traffic all over the country and throughout the world, I literally never thought of it this way. Not only do they not have the freedom that I bet that a lot of them would like to have, but they're risking their life away from their family every day without the freedom. Young Living is not just a great products with great business. With a great business. It's much bigger than that. Many of you know this, and again, many of you know what I'm about to say right now. But some of you, you're here, and you don't. You've heard how big Young Living is. You've heard they do $1 billion in annual sales. They have hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of customers around the world. And you're here because you love the products, or you've heard that the products make a big difference for people. I'm here to tell you with extreme experience that these products are transformational to people's lives around the world. So obviously the business model is solid. Many of you, maybe this is your first exposure. I'm here to tell you that there's thousands of other choices that you can choose to partner with. Thousands. So I'm here to tell you that, and it's funny, I was just on the phone with a friend of mine, and I said, look, his name was Ty. I said, look, Ty, I know about the new startup home business that's starting this month, and it's going to be a big story in our industry. You're going to hear about it on social media. Not if, it's guaranteed. You're gonna think it's the greatest thing in the world. It's gonna look pretty. They're putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into their launch videos. The owner is a professional motivational speaker. The kind of people that are attracted to that startup is highly trained network marketing professionals. So from an outside looking in, if you're new, you're gonna think, oh my gosh, that's where to go. You should join that business. And I am here with you today. I do not do getting started training like I'm doing with you brand new for multiple companies. I only do it for companies that I believe have an extremely solid business model where it doesn't have potential for you. It's not a company that has potential. It already has provability. And I always tell people the sexiness is in stability. And I know many of you already know this, and this is a training of getting started. And you may be saying, well, I'm already in. Why would I say this to you right now? Because some of you are in 90%. Some of you might be in 80%. Some of you might be here right now and you say, you know what, I'll give it a month. This is not a business you give a month to. You know, a lot of people say, well, I'll try it for 90 days. Look, this is something where you got to be here a year from now. This is a business that works if you're here a year from now. Doesn't mean you can't make money your first month. You can, and you should expect that that's possible. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But this is a business where you want to be here for a year from now. And there's going to be a lot of pretty companies that you're going to think are so strong on social media. If you're watching social media, you're going to have friends talk to you about other essential oil companies or other companies that have the newest, greatest product in the world. I'm here to tell you, unless you're 20 years old, right? And even if you're 20, you don't want to take that kind of risk. And I've made that mistake. If you want to partner with a company that knows if you invest your most precious commodity, which is your energy, then your time, and of course that equals money. If you're going to invest your energy, your time, and your money, you want to make sure that you're putting it into a proven infrastructure, a proven product line, a proven compensation, proven leaderships, and a proven owner that we have here with Young Living. Gary and Mary Young have a proven vision, proven leadership, proven integrity, and a passion for you more than you know, maybe you don't know yet, but you're in the right place at the right time. And my challenge to you right now, before we get into the basics, and I'm telling you it's basic to help you get off to a fast start, the most important thing to understand is you're part of a business that pays extremely amazing residual income. And you want to know why? Because the products are already proven. People will order them whether they're earning money or not. That's what makes it a pure business. It's not one of these things where you just make money to recruit or you just make money to get people in the business. This is a business that you can earn a substantial income by sharing products that will literally bless the lives of so many people that you're doing it with. So you know something, that when you go to sleep tonight, you know that when you share these products and the business, you know it's going to make an impact for people's lives. You know that you can have integrity in your heart, that it has the best provability track record for you and your family and your customers that decide to partner with you in the product line. And because of all that, again, it offers a really solid residual income. So I'm going to go through this, and this is really good to understand the foundation of this. And if you're new right now, or you want to be new, maybe you've been doing this a while, I'm going to tell you what is the fastest way to get off to a fast start. And again, there's a lot of different ways that people will tell you to start. I'm going to share with you a proven method that helped me build teams of over 40,000 team members. And one of the first things to understand is, what is your product? Now, the cool thing about Young Living is you have two very important products. And many people, they only lead with one, which is the Young Living products, the non-toxic line, Ninja Red, the essential oils, and so much more. That is the obvious product line with Young Living. But I'm here to tell you that there's another product that is extremely valuable. And that is the product that I mentioned earlier, which is freedom. Freedom, which means the ability to reach out to people, not only about the product, but also talk to your customers or talk to people that are your friends, people you care about, and other methods that we will train you on how to find people that are out there right now looking for a way to change their life, looking for a way to get off the dangerous freeways, looking for a way to spend more time with my wife. My wife and I are both 44, and we always joke that I will challenge anybody. I will bet $100 if you can find someone that's been married for 30 years that has spent the amount of time that my wife and I have spent together, and we've been married for 19 years. Why? Because of the product of freedom. And what I mean by freedom within Young Living is the ability to professionally without bugging, without selling, without pitching, without feeling weird. You don't have to. But the way that you can truly reach out to people and talk to them about the business as well. Because understand this, the market for Young Living products is wide open. Pretty much everybody needs these products. Everybody needs to transfer their toxic products. Everybody needs to learn the power of what essential oils can do for their lifestyle, their health, and well-being. But there's a mom out there right now in the friends that you know. There are family members, an uncle, an aunt, that behind the scenes, that you may not know this right now, that is really needing to make some extra income from home. And they will join the business before they have a miraculous Young Living product experience. So realize that there's a simple way to connect with people about the business, and there's a simple way to connect with people about the product line, and they both are very powerful. Here's the cool thing about it. It's your business. If you say, you know what, Tom, I was introduced because I fell in love with the products, that's what makes sense. You may end up doing that 80 to 90% of your time. So the majority of the people that you approach, you're approaching about the product. But I will tell you, if you have a big goal, if you have a goal that you want to happen in a shorter period of time, leading with the business, even if it's only 10% or 20%, hopefully 30 or maybe even 35% of the time, if you learn to connect with people about the business, it can compound, grow, and hit your goal much faster. Help you go senior executive, silver, gold, platinum, maybe even diamond. You know, the average person in Young Living, it takes them a few years to go diamond, or maybe 5 years, or some of them 10 years. And is it worth it? Of course it is. It's a multiple six-figure income. And along the way, you can make great income. Along the way, you're going to bless people with these products. Along the way, you can earn some incredible part-time or full-time income. But my challenge, right? My challenge is this, is why not learn to grow your business the fastest way possible? And that's what I want to help break down for you right now. Again, I'm going to go through the three-step map. The three-step map is the simplest way to help you get off to a fast start. It's the model that helped me go from struggling for many years financially to earning, again, a full-time income in a very short period of time. So I'm going to break it down very quickly and show you exactly what you should be doing immediately once you get off this getting started training with Young Living, okay? So the first thing that you want to do is you want to connect with people. It's really simple. The question always is, though, is who do you connect with? You know, a lot of you, you're like, well, who do I talk to? It's really simple. You're either going to connect with people that you know. Now, I know what you might be saying. I don't know if I want to talk to people that I know. Stick with me for a minute, okay? The other option is to connect with people that you don't know. And look, if you're hungry, there's one thing that you should never say. If I can help you, if you give me permission, for those of you that are brand new, you're just going through this for the very first time, I want to share something with you that if you can do this one thing, if you can never say this one thing or never think this one way, because you understand the most successful, the way to become very successful is the most important thing is not necessarily what you do and what you say, it's how it's what you believe and your faith of how you're thinking. And if you're thinking right now out of the bat, you don't have anybody to talk to, if you don't have people that you think will be interested, I'm here to tell you that that's not true, okay? I've been doing this for 22 years. Right now, there's 7 billion people in the world, and because of social media, and I'm not saying you have to learn how to be an internet marketer. It's not about learning to be a guru on the internet. Whether you're 20 or 70, this is a simple process, and the simpler that you keep it, the faster that you're going to be able to get off to a fast start. So there's a lot of people to connect with either A or B. People always ask me this question: what's better? Is A better or is B better? And I'm here to tell you, with 22 years experience, being in a very social media world, right? The internet's not going away. What's better, finding people through the internet, finding people through social media, or building through relationships that you've already connected with? I'm here to tell you the best way to build is always one way. That is the best way for you. What is the best way that you want to build your business? Now, what's the actual best way? Statistically, what's the best way? Mathematically, what's the best way? What is the best way of provability of the majority of people around? Hey, Jen, I hear maybe your phone's unmuted or something still. But what's the best way to build? By far, without a shadow of a doubt, and don't let any blogger, any internet marketer, anybody that's trying to sell you a blogging or social media or video marketing or internet marketing course.
All participants are muted.
Does that mean I'm muted too? Jen, can you hear me? Okay, good. I still hear you. You still hear me, Jen? Jen? Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All right, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up if you're in the live webinar still. Give me a thumbs up or like raise your hand real quick. Okay, good. I just wanted to be sure. Thank you so much. All right, so the best way by far is to build with people that you know. And look, I was once where there was a time in my life where I was young and I didn't have the most center of influence. I had to learn how to cultivate with relationships of people that I know. But I will tell you, even if you only have a few friends or you need to learn how to grow your relationship base, I'm here to tell you the fastest way to build by far is with people that you already know. Whether you haven't talked to them for 20 years or they're a coworker, whether you think, please stick with me right now, might be one of the most important things that can help you be much more successful in a much shorter period of time. Number one thing I'm going to say about people that you know, and you got to trust me, is do not prejudge. The people that you think are never going to do this business, the people that you think are never going to be interested in essential essential oils, or they're never going to be interested in changing their life. Don't think that you know. Trust me. Don't prejudge them. Don't already put them in a box that they already make good money. They wouldn't be interested in the business. They already are into wellness products and they already have their own thing going on. Just trust me. Don't prejudge anybody. Don't prejudge people that you think don't have money. Don't prejudge people that you think are multimillionaires. It's shocking who does this business, and it's usually the people that you think are going to do it are usually the ones that end up not doing it. The people that you think, okay, I don't think they'll do it, but why don't I give them a shot? They're the ones that do it. It's weird. So don't prejudge anybody. And it's all a matter of timing. You may have heard the statement, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. That's why the fastest way to get off to the fastest start is not, please hear me if you've never been in a business like this. I made the mistake after my first year in business. I struggled longer than I should have because I did not listen to what someone told me about what I'm going to tell you right now. In our industry, it's different than college. It's different than high school. It's different than learning how to be a teacher, a nurse, a police officer. It's different than learning how to be an engineer or any other traditional corporate or traditional type job or other type of business models. Our industry was designed for anybody to be almost anybody. You got to have a work ethic a little bit. You've got to be coachable. But with that said, it was designed for the NFL football player that's never been in business, the work-at-home mom who's never had a traditional job or business, the highly educated college professor, the person who's never graduated high school, the person that has made millions, the person who's never earned an income in their life, the 20-year-old millennial, the 55-year-old baby boomer, the 60-year-old grandma or grandpa. This business was, Young Living was not designed for women. It wasn't designed for men only. It was designed for people. And the business model in general was designed to be simple. And the simpler you create that business model, the faster that you have the ability to get started off to a very fast start. So when it comes to people that you know, do not prejudge anybody. And I would strongly recommend whatever you do is going to duplicate. So the number one thing that you want to do, preferably you started at the best appropriate product package for your family. And I always tell people, you know, when they're joining Young Living, you don't have to buy a franchise fee. You don't have to buy a business kit, and you don't have to go and pay to join the business in a general, except for some minor, you know, very super minor stuff. You know, so you're not paying $10,000 to join the business. It's not like that. But I will tell you, the fastest way to get started is get the best product package. Jen, get the best product package that's appropriate for your family. And whatever you do will duplicate. Now, I know you've already gotten started, and maybe you've gotten your Thieves Kit for $160. I'm here to tell you, call back the person that got you started if you haven't already, and I would do your best. And this, you don't have to make money, by the way. This is not a making money thing. But I always tell people when they're getting started with me, make sure you get the best product package, and if you can, get the non-toxic line.
No, but you can't sit here. You have to go lay down, like I told Maya last night, on your left side.
It's really weird. I don't know how we got
That's
the moderator.
not my line.
What's that?
That's not my line. I have no idea who that is.
Oh, weird. Wonder how that is, because everybody's muted.
I know. This is really weird.
All right.
Okay, well we'll do another recording of this. No problem if we need to, or we can edit out a little bit. All right, let me just keep finishing up, guys. And all right, so the number one thing you want to do is you want to get the, even if you've already ordered, I would make sure you're set up with the best product package for. Hello? Hey guys.
You're fine. Keep going. I just dropped the Monday night call because I'm checking to see if that was them. So just keep going.
Oh no. Okay.
Just keep going.
Okay, good. All right, so make sure you get your appropriate order, because here's what I will tell you. Even though you don't have to buy any specific product package to make money with Young Living, it's not one of those kind of businesses like other companies out there. But what you do does duplicate. For me and my wife, I ordered, and again, that was the appropriate order for me. I ordered $1,000 worth of products. I'm not saying you have to, you know, everybody has to sign up for $1,000 of products. You don't have to. The cool thing about Young Living is you can just get whatever you want to get. Just order some products. Get a Thieves Kit. But, you know, again, if you haven't, I would recommend getting personally at least $1,000 of products, because for the rest of your career, people are always going to say, well, what products did you order? Well, I wanted to order as many as I could, because I wanted to get the toxic products out of my home. I wanted to not just try the basics, I wanted to get a diversification. So that's what I would do. Number two thing that you want to do is you want to put together a resource list of every single person that you can even think about. Friends from high school, friends if you went to college, friends from your neighbors, your co-workers, people that you have not talked to in over 10, 15, 20, 30 plus years. People you want to connect with as many people. You want to write down as many people as you can. You want to start with a minimum of 50, minimum, but you want to work your way up to 100, and even if you can, over 200 plus people on that resource list. And I want you to write them down, even if you're not going to call them today or tomorrow or next week. But trust me, building this business is about habits. It's about building muscles. It's like going to the gym. You got to build the discipline muscles of how do you grow a business. And whether you have a lot of people who trust you of influence and you have influence over, or you have very little. I want you to develop that muscle of writing down as many people as you possibly
No,
can.
leave her alone. She can do it.
Hey guys, if you can, we hear some background noise. So if you're on the line, if you could do me a favor and not share, not talk. Not sure where that's coming from, but there we go. Thank you so much. So yeah, just please be careful, everybody, if you could. And someone got on the moderator line somehow. All right. So that's what you want to do. So how you do that is put together your resource list, and again, do not prejudge anybody. And let's go ahead and share with you. Actually, in just a minute, I'm going to share with you what to say to connect with them. So once you connect with them, and again, I'm going to share with you, I'm going to break this down step by step in just a second here. Once you connect with people that you know or don't know, where do you actually send them to get them the information about the products and or the business? You send them to a simple message, a presentation that explains about Young Living products and or business and or both. Okay? And then step number 3, you get them started. Now, some of you are like, you know, that seems too simple. I promise you, of everything I've ever, any training I've ever been a part of in over 22 years, this is the bottom line of how you go from A to Z in building your home business. Now, I'm here to tell you, and I'm going to break this down, so give me just one more minute. I'm going to break this down, a few minutes. If it really was that simple, then here's the question that I just want to overcome right now. Why isn't everybody succeeding in Young Living, or why isn't everybody succeeding in a business like this? Because not everybody does the simple things. And even though it's simple, it doesn't mean that it's going to be perfectly easy. You might connect with someone that you know, and they might tell you no. Does that mean that this doesn't work? Of course it works. You're going to connect with someone, and maybe you're going to say a little bit too much. Does that mean it doesn't work? Of course it works. Maybe you're going to say not enough. That's all normal. But the number one thing to do is to take action, to connect with people, share a simple message, and get started. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay. It's better to take action than to be overtrained. It's better just to take steps, do these 3 steps, than trying to figure out how to be a product guru overnight. I promise you, you don't have to be a wellness coach. You don't have to be a homeopathic doctor. You don't have to be an essential oil certified guru. You just have to keep it as simple as possible. Because remember what kind of business we're in. We're not only in the essential oil business. We're in a business model that happens to be essential oils, happens to be amazing products, but you are in a business that's about duplicating the message. And there's compensation that is built around those behaviors that can pay you and I unbelievable income. And it doesn't have to be, the work doesn't have to be all about you. It's not about all of your efforts. And again, if this is new to you, it's okay. Just stick with us. We're going to help you, even if you thought this is something that you could or couldn't do. We're going to show you how it can work for you by keeping it really simple. So how do you actually connect with people? Let's go ahead and break that down really quickly. How you connect with people that you know is, and this is one of many different ways. We have what's called 3-step map scripts. So we have different scenarios. So if you haven't talked to someone in 20 years, we have a map for that. If you have a really good bestie friend, we have a map for that, and it's all digital. So you can go online, we'll show you where to get that, or Jen will show you where to get that, and you can just grab the script of someone you haven't talked to in a while. It's right here. You could follow the online script that says someone that you know extremely well. How to get referrals of someone that tells you no. So there's a map, simple, proven words of what to say. So you don't have to shoot in the wind. You can just follow the map, connect with people, send them to a presentation. Like what you're seeing on the screen is an example of a very simple approach. You call up, let's say, a coworker. The name is Jen, and you say, hey, Jen, I'm just getting, how's it going? Hey, what's going on? Hey, real quick, the reason why I'm calling you is I'm just getting started in a business, and I wanted to know if I was to send you a link or some information, will you take a look at it? Now, some of you are like, no, that's too simple, right? And what are friends going to say? Jen, are you there with me, by the way? What do friends normally say? I'm going to role play with Jen if she's still there. A friend will say, that?
Can you hear me?
Yes. What would a friend say here, Jen? You call up a friend and you say, hey, I'm just getting started a business. If I send you a link, would you take a look at it? What's an answer you might say back to me?
It depends on the friend, but most friends will say yes.
Exactly. What might someone else say, though?
What is it all about? Or is it one of those things?
No, just it's not. I don't know what you mean by one of those things, but let me do this. Let me show you what it's about. I'm going to send you, in fact, are you in front of your computer right now, Jen?
Sounds good.
Yep, I'm going to send you a link right now. Look, I really value your opinion. I really want you to take a look at this. It's a really solid company. I'm not saying this is for you, but let me just at least get some information to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, keep going. Give me some other feedback or objections that a friend might say if I was calling you.
I would say something like, how long does it take? What do you got to do?
Yeah, awesome. Good question, Jen. Let me do this. I'm just getting started myself. Let me send you some information to see if it's even the right, if it's the right fit for you and I. Let me send you that link. Go through it, and then let's talk in about 20 minutes, and I'll help you answer some questions, or I want you to meet someone that can help you, that can answer all those questions for you. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead and talk to me about the product. What's the product or something like that?
Oh, yes. So what kind of business is this? Is it selling products? I'm not a salesperson.
Yeah, look, just watch the presentation. I never thought of myself as a salesperson either, but literally you were one of the first people I thought about. Look, I'm just getting started, but I was literally just thinking of you, and I'd be kicking myself if I didn't at least show you what this business was about. Okay? So asking about the product, Jen, what's the product?
What is the product that you're selling?
Yeah. So and again, I would do the same thing. The presentation will do all the explaining for you. And I know some of you right now, you might be thinking, well, that's evasive. Why can't you just tell people? If I wish I could put this into words right now at how much of a mistake I made my first year trying to think that it's better to educate everybody who asked me that question. My best friend from high school, he said, what's this business you're doing, Challen? What's the product? And I went off saying, oh, it's this and it's that and it's this. Look, the number one thing that you have as a benefit right now is excitement and passion. You're excited about your new business. I'm here to tell you, you want to be careful in the beginning. And when someone says, what's the product, sometimes not the worst thing you could say, but something that's not as strategic to say, you do not want to do this. Oh my gosh, it's essential oils, and it is so amazing. They've got this products that are non-toxic that helps you get rid of the toxins out of your home. Right now there are tens of thousands of toxins. There's formaldehyde, and there's this and that. And then we have essential oils that, oh my gosh, whenever you have an ache, a pain, an illness, a stress, or maybe you have lower back pain, or maybe you want to have products that help you digest food, or blah, 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 blah. And because all of you are excited about how amazing Young Living products are, one of the number one ways to make this process not as simple is to get caught into natural excitement, which is, you know what that's called? Sales mode. If you don't want to be in sales, don't start getting into sales. Because you're new, it's okay to play the new card. So when someone says, what's the product? How does it work? Or, you know what, I saw on Facebook that you're doing that Young Living thing. Is this about essential oils? It is. Oh, I'm not interested in, no, my friend approached me about that company with the D, right? Or, I've heard, no, I'm not interested in, marketing wellness potions and lotions. Look, it's not about that only. Look, if I just go through the link and take a full look at this, okay? So instead of you trying to convince, trying to sell, trying to educate, I am here to tell you, this isn't just my 22 years of experience. This thing is not a Tom Challen advice. This is tens of thousands of multi-millionaires and six-figure earners and successful people over the last 100 years of our industry. This is still, in 2017, the most proven way to communicate to people that you know about the business aspect. We're talking about the business. It's the most effective, by far, way to communicate. So when someone says, a friend, a family member, a coworker, how does it work? What's it about? What's the product? Is this one of those things? You go, look, I'm just getting started. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by one of those things. It's easier to play the simple card, the new card, than try to get caught up into some kind of back and forth sales banter that A, maybe you're not ready for, or B, even more dangerous, you think you're ready for it, and you start going off trying to explain it. So the fastest way to be successful, don't prejudge, start now, keep it simple, and then send everybody that you care about to a presentation, and preferably that presentation explains the business, so you don't have to even verbally explain the business or the products of Young Living. These are 3 examples, and we are actually, if you are a part of the Diamond Factory system, and we could talk about that later, but we have presentations that you can actually use right now. My wife and I did a real quick short one. It's called Why Young Living, Why Now? You're going to have access to that, and you'll be able to refer people to that. What I do is I text people 1, sometimes 2 or 3, and it doesn't really matter. I send them the one that you see right here, which is the Why Young Living, Why Now. I send them the Young Living New Business Overview, and I send them the Seed to Steal. And can I share with you one myth? This is a myth, is that the presentation is going to do 100% of the job that it's going to take to get them in as a customer and or someone that's going to join you in the Young Living business. It's not going to do 80% of the job. And I hate to tell you this, no matter how good the presentation is with any company, with any product, with Young Living, the presentation is not going to do all the heavy lifting for you only. The key to the presentation is getting people to it, and by getting people to the presentation, the job of that simple message of that presentation is to let them know that Young Living's a great company, let them know that the products are amazing, and let them know that there's an incredible way for them to earn part-time or substantial income for their family. It's not everybody's going to join by you sending them to the presentation. It doesn't work that way, but the right people that you send there without saying that much extra, by keeping it real simple, will give you the highest % opportunity for them to buy the products and or get involved in the business with you. So these are an example of 3 presentations, and we're doing a new one that's coming out very soon, which we're really excited about. So that's step number 2, is send them to a presentation. Now look, depending on who referred you here, maybe your upline teaches you how to do classes. Classes is the same exact thing. Maybe you do a make and take party, same exact thing. So
Not Josh, he was gone.
the key to step number 2 is you could do a presentation online or offline, and it works both ways. Now, what's better? Always building locally with relationships in a local presentation or a local class is always going to give you statistically a better ratio of them joining right away. There's nothing, I think, that will ever replace the ability for someone to be there physically. But I've sponsored and brought in many customers and many business partners by doing online presentations, just like what you're watching right now. It obviously works. I build both ways very effectively. So if you have the ability to build locally, if you have the ability to build with relationships at your home or at a class or somewhere out and about or with people in your local community that maybe there's some already synergy there, great. If there's no one around you, above you, that is in your business in your local town, I promise you with the business model that I'm teaching you, you will learn how to create your own local experience. For some of you, you may say, I don't ever want to build that way. The cool thing about 2017 is you can build online and offline. They both work. What works best is both, online and offline. Presenting videos, movies, live presentations online, and you could build it obviously local. But I will tell you, local relationships is always the best way to build, and if you had to pick from one or the other, that would be the best option in my extreme experience of building a business. Is the way that you want to do that. So, and then step number 3 is really simple, and that's just getting people started. So, what do you want to do? The simplest way to build a business is for you to start off minimum. Find 2 people to partner with as fast as you can. Now, it doesn't mean that every single person that joins you in the business is going to do something. It doesn't work that way. But the thing you want to focus on is finding 2 people. And then all you have to do is plug them into the same exact training that you're going through right now. And then take action. Have them take action. And of course, there's other training that they can do to keep refining. Refining what? How to connect better, how to share a message better, how to get people started in the product and or business better.
Run down, pass past you. Move back a little bit.
I hear someone talking again. Hey guys, just a reminder, I can hear you guys talking. Interesting. All right, here we go. So you want to go out there and teach the same exact thing. So people always say, okay, Tom, I just got started. What do I do? You do what I did to get you started, right? I used a 3-step map, words. I called you, and I said, hey, if I show you a link, will you take a look at it? You looked at it. You had some questions. I helped you answer those once I called you back. And I got you started in the products. That's what you do. That's how it works. And then once you get people started, you plug them into the same training system. That's exactly what I do. And then what do you do from there? Step number 2 is you plug yourself. Everybody watching this right now. The key to being here a year from now, the key to accomplishing your goals here for your family, is you've got to continually realize, just like if you're going to be a golfer, a teacher, a plumber, a professor, in any career, there's no difference here. It does take training. It does take skill development. It takes ongoing refinement of learning how to be the best that you can be at your Young Living business. And that's why, people always say, well, how many people succeed? Only the ones that keep getting training. Only the ones that keep connecting with people and sharing messages. The people that quit obviously don't succeed, but I'm here to tell you, if you're here a year from now, your chances of being not only successful but accomplishing your goals significantly increase. So you want to plug yourself into training and learn to plug your team into a proven training model that'll help you with success. So this is the simplicity of what you do. Just to do a real quick recap, number one, connect with someone that you care about from your resource list. Do not prejudge anybody. Use these words. Use the digital 3-step map words to follow exactly what to say. Send them to a presentation. Whenever you're stuck, whenever you're nervous, whenever you're fearful, and someone's like, well, how does this work and how does that work? Go, you know what, I'm just getting started. But all I do is send people to our company presentation so you can learn more about how the business works. And then let's talk afterward, or I'll introduce you to someone that can help answer some questions for you. All right? Learn to keep it real simple. Learn how to plug people into the simple message and learn how to call people back and get them started. And realize this. Not everybody's going to join you in the product. Not everybody's going to start in the business. And if you're normal, you're not going to be perfect. It's impossible. The key, again, remember, is not try to get all this training first. I've tried it both ways. I've trained both ways. The fastest way is to just get started. And look, maybe you're the other kind of person. Maybe you're extremely confident.
Who are you barking at?
Maybe you're highly educated. Maybe you have a college education. It's really interesting. Usually those are the people that struggle the most. The ones that are overthinking, that are used to maybe sales. They come from a corporate background. They come from a background where they're very confident. Usually, to be honest, those are the people that usually have to unlearn some traditional sales tactics or strategies to learn that this business really is that simple. And the hardest thing about this business, you want to know the thing that's really hard, if I'm going to be really real with you and wrapping this up? The hardest thing about this business is believing that this Young Living business model is really that simple. Once you embrace the simplicity, once you keep it simple, once you don't over-educate and over-communicate, the faster someone's going to look at you and go, wow, okay, I don't understand everything, but it looks pretty simple. Okay, I'll get some products. Okay, let's do the business. The simpler you keep it, the simpler you will do the business. The last thing I'm going to tell you is you can do this. No matter who you are, you can do this. Whether maybe you failed at other things before. Maybe your spouse is still yelling at you for the last thing you did. Maybe you've invested in the late night infomercials and the real estate courses and the marketing courses or other home businesses that maybe didn't work out for you. Young Living works. Products work. This training that you're going through right now, it's not if it works, it's extremely proven. I have just stepped you through the same process that helped me replicate tens of thousands of people. This will work for you. There's a lot of different ways to do the business, but I'm telling you, you just went through the simplest process. Does it mean it's going to work perfectly for you? Again, no, it's not. It's not. You're gonna go through lots of learning curves. The key is be here a year from now, and realize if you ever need more training, listen to this Getting Started training again. Plug into a lot of the free training that we have available. There's a lot of free training that you can start with to at least do these 3 steps and to get off to a very fast start. The key to this getting started is getting going now and having the best success that you can in the next 48 hours, 72 hours. You want to create your 48-hour story, your 72-hour story, your first week story, your first month story, your first 90-day story. And I'm telling you, the people that usually succeed the fastest are the ones that just say, okay, I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go talk to everybody I know. And I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to go. Those are the ones, those of you that are doing that are the ones that are going to have the fastest start and create that success story that is absolutely possible for you. I'm excited to be a part of this journey with you. I know Jen Springer and all the different people that cared enough to get you involved in one of the greatest businesses in America and around the world today. And I'm extremely excited to be a part of that journey with you. So this concludes our Getting Started training. Go and get your resource list together. Get your digital version of the 3-step map of people that you know or don't know, and start. Welcome aboard. You didn't just join a great company, you joined an amazing system and a team that is here every step of the way. And I'm sure you've done it by now. Make sure you register in the private group. Make sure you get connected in the ongoing training that we have on a weekly basis where when you're stuck, you can plug into that training. So with that said, God bless you and welcome aboard. Bye-bye, everybody. Okay, end. Okay, that is an example, and I haven't done that for a while, by the way, Jen, but that is how I do the Fast Start training. And obviously, we're going to have to redo this recording, so you guys, we'll still do our best to maybe edit it a little bit, but there was a lot of background noise that came up. I want to, anyways, any feedback, Jen? I want to share one more thing before we wrap up tonight.
No, for some reason there are a bazillion panelists on the panelist line. That's what's going on.
Okay. Got it.
Just FYI. So no, I think it was really good. When we polish it up and either do an edit or a re-record, I think this will be great.
Yeah, and here's what I used to do, Jen. I think I told you this earlier. This, even when I was the #1 income earner, thousands of people on my team, I would do this over and over live. Like, I'm going to be doing this getting started training a few times, and we'll get it really tight. We'll get it really simple. We'll there's a few things I want to add a little bit differently, but this will work. The way that I did it right now, because again, it's not about overthinking, overeducating. It's literally about just teaching people how to be as simple as they can and taking action. When you start trying to teach people how to overcome objections too fast or how to answer product questions too fast, I know that seems like it makes sense logically based on other kind of careers, but again, it's actually the opposite. So, hey Jen, I'm going to do again. Normally on a traditional getting started, I wouldn't immediately put someone into a training like a pay. I wouldn't promote, even when I was building, I wouldn't promote my mentors training right then and there unless it was a live. Here's the caveat to that. I always tell people, if you can get yourself to the next live event, I was the #1 promoter of live events in my company by far. And by the way, I was the #1 income earner too. The reason why I became the #1 income earner is I knew that people had, and this is a part that I want to do in the next training, Jen, because a lot of people have fear, doubt, and all that kind of stuff. I knew even if it was their first day in the business, if there was a training coming up next weekend or next month, I would want to get people into that training as fast as possible. So I normally wouldn't promote like a paid, more advanced type training program because literally I just want people to get their feet wet. And usually people only pay attention to more advanced training when they've gone through and they've maybe had some struggle or they're not, for whatever reason, they're not getting the results. And then I would, of course, get my people in front of more of a boot camp or sponsoring or a 3-step academy. I'm just going to give everybody really quick a link. For those of you that are obviously have been in Young Living now for more than 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, you've been doing this for a while, I do have another level of advanced training, and I've never ever done this. And I put this together with you in mind, all of you from Young Living. I've been doing sponsoring academies for 8 years. And it's very powerful because I role play with you during those sponsoring academy and answer a lot of troubleshooting coaching questions. But I realize a lot of you in Young Living, you've been doing this now for 6 months, a year, 2 or 3 or 4 years. And there's some even though connecting is really simple for your new people, and that's what I want new people to do, for those of you that have been doing this a while and you've established some habits that need to maybe be unlearned and learn some new strategies, I put together a duplication 3-step map academy. It's more of a little bit advanced strategies on how to connect with all walks of life people. If you're on an airplane, what do you say? What do you say to your customer? So it's not just the basics for those of you that are extremely brand new. It's for those of you that want to literally collapse time frame. And I put together a statement right here that I want you guys to look at. What is one new team member who wants to make money with you in Young Living worth? One. Some of you think that all I want to do is teach you how to recruit. No, I don't. Or just to sponsor. No, it's not about that. But if I can help you with just one, if you go through one of my, if you want to get more advanced mentorship with me, you go through one training. I mean, you would sponsor one business-minded person. You could still do the classes, still do business the way that you've been used to for Young Living for months or years. The process works. Young Living process works. I just know how to help you collapse time frame. And I can't guarantee this because I don't know if you're going to take any kind of action. But I know that if you follow my training, you should be able to sponsor one really sharp, business-minded man or woman. And next month in February, I'm doing a 3-step map dupe. It's all around duplication and how to connect at a higher level. Now, this training is all about massive skill. So I'm going to break down and drill over and over. It's not as much about role playing. That's the Sponsoring Academy, which will probably pick up again the next following month. But this is probably the class that I'm going to put every single client through. Anybody who wants to go through the next step, I'm going to go through the 3-step map academy. Now look, again, the 3-step map, you can just take it and run with it. But for those of you that want to go through maybe, again, a little bit more higher level training, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to find more high qualified people, and we're going to break down in every scenario what to say, how to qualify them. So again, a little bit more advanced stuff. I'm going to go through lots of different ingredients and skills on how to connect with people. And you're going to know exactly what to say with prospects. And more importantly, I almost called this course Follow-Up Mastering Academy. But I wanted to make it, well, like the whole full spectrum and make this my foundation. This is going to be my foundation product that I'm going to lead every client to. But we are going to go through how to be organized, manage your day, what to do with all the customers and prospects, how to follow up with them like a pro, so you don't feel like you're bugging them. Many of you say that to me. And then we're going to go through how to sponsor people in a lot less period of time. And, of course, how to promote the training like I do. But I'm doing a bonus, and this is only for, obviously, all of us in Young Living. I'm doing 3 Young Living specific trainings. One of those is already done. We just did it. So when you sign up, I'm only doing this. I only offered to do this to 40 people, and it already sold out, to be honest. I'm going to open it up one more time for literally the next 40 people, and that's it. And then this bonus is probably going to, I'm going to probably not have this bonus anymore. But I'm doing a bonus, and it's very custom to Young Living. It's how to shift to faster duplication. And again, even though this would be perfect for new people, this is a perfect course for new people. For those of you that have been in for a couple weeks or a month or two, and you want to learn not necessarily the way that Young Living's been doing it for 20 years, because if you haven't if you've been doing this even a month or two, the way that Young Living works is beautiful and it works really well. But I'm here to tell you there is a shift that I can teach you that will help you sponsor at least 1, preferably 50 more people this year. How to get your customers activated for the business. How you don't have to lead with health needs to get people started. It's customized to increasing your OGV, going diamond twice as fast, and I mean that literally. Doesn't mean you'll do it, but I know the strategy is very proven to do 250,000 of OGV. And you probably heard this from me before, but when my wife and I joined a business and we're fully focused on building a business, we would get to 250,000 of volume in our business within 4 to 6 months every single time by using what I want to teach you, very specific to Young Living. And remember, I put this together because I want to help my mom go diamond and Royal Crown diamond as fast as humanly possible. And I put together a product on how to get every single person on Essential Rewards, how to have the right mindset so you can lead with the customer, lead with building members, but also find really good people specific to Young Living. So the duplication course, I'm going to resell this for $197. You can get both right now for only for both products is $297. If you make 3 payments, it's only $109. So we actually lowered that to $109 for the next 3 months if you want to make payments, or it's a little bit less expensive if you want to do it one payment, okay? So again, this is not going to be part of our getting started, the normal getting started free training, but I just wanted to throw this out there because I know a lot of you have not registered yet for the advanced 3-step map training that we're going to do in February, and I know a lot of you have been asking if the Young Living specific training as a bonus is still part of it. And I'm going to do something, and I didn't even tell this in the webinar I did last week. I'm going to give away 1 live event ticket. 1 live event ticket. It's only going to be good till June 1st, 2017. And between now and then, in fact, depending on when you're watching this, if you're watching this live, I have an event in Arizona coming up. If you get the 3-step map course, I'm going to also give you 1 free ticket to either my Arizona that's coming up January 21st and 22nd. You could still get there. And I recommend, if you can, I would recommend to take a bus, take a train, take a donkey. If you get yourself there, you will be so blessed because it's going to be powerful. But even if you can't make it for some weird reason, I'll give you 1 free ticket to my next live event as a bonus. And I'll be doing another one between now and June for sure. So just know that you have that one thing available. So Jen, thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited. We got to re-record this, and I'm excited to re-record it again and rock and roll for everybody in Young Living. And I know maybe you could tell people where they can find it in the future.
Yeah, the recording for this is going to be on diamondfactorytraining.com, and you'll be able to see that there. It'll be underneath Tom Challen. He's got his own section, which I send people to all the time. So get over there to use this and refer this. And for any of you that are thinking about doing his training, go ahead and do it. There's so many people that are doing it right now, and they're breaking through their stuckness. I know people that have popped from platinum to diamond, senior star to executives to silvers. I mean, it's what's happening right now, and many people are doing it over and over so they can keep refining and tweaking, because if you're stuck somewhere, it's usually not just one thing. It is a layer and a layer, and you can role play with Tom and you can ask questions, you break through, you start having some success, you tweak it again, then you start more success. I mean, that's what I do, and I was thinking about it the other day. I want to tell you a funny story that I was out in the mall yesterday with somebody who was here for a training of mine this past weekend, and it's just effort. I was talking about Tom and all the things that he teaches, and we were in the mall and we were walking through this big display, and it was music going on. It was obviously some type of celebration, and so we walked up to one of the tables, and without even thinking about it, I just opened my mouth. I started talking to this woman, found out what's going on with her, what she does, what their organization's about, and how I can possibly help them. And today I was in contact with her to speak with her about what I do. Now, did I run up to her and tell her all about the products and scream Young Living into her face? No, but because I have been trained by this man that you guys have been listening to, and I have been refined that way without even any thought, any effort, any nervousness, I was able to prospect her, and she's on my list right now. And the person that I was with was laughing, not laughing, but she looked at me and I said, "You just saw me in action," and I didn't even do it intentionally. because I feel so confident in what I do and just got that out and about prospecting without even batting an eye. So that's what happens when you keep working on yourself for months and months and then becomes years and you just keep refining yourself. So Tom, I want to tell you that story because it's
So
really
cool.
funny. I didn't even realize what I was doing, and she wanted me to contact her and to see how we could work together.
So awesome. Yeah, so many people in Young Living think they've got to be like this shark fin, like they're gonna pounce on people with my method. And I'm like, no, it's the opposite. It's more natural. It's more relational. It's more.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost unselling. Because I heard that, I'm like, really? You didn't go through my training? How do you know? I mean, there's no way you would have gotten that if you really go through my training. Every single one of you can connect with more people than you can ever imagine, and you are not leading with. You're not thinking that you're trying to sell them oils or products. You're not leading with. You're trying to get them in one of those network marketing things. It's totally the opposite. In fact, so funny. I'm like, I've got every single day I'm getting names and numbers of people. Like I still do it out and about all day long, collect business cards, get names and numbers on my phone. So it's really good, Jen. You want to do questions? I love questions. Are you open for that?
If people want to ask any questions, yeah, go ahead.
You know, okay,
I mean,
if you have any...
But you'll have to moderate it on your end because I can't do it.
Okay. If anybody has any questions, just raise your hand again. I lowered all the hands. Write down, or let me see, there's some questions coming in. Let me see if there's, or type it in, I'll do my best. Is the bonus included for the folks who are in your January Sponsoring Academy? Yes. If you are already in if you're in my January Academy, yes, this product is already available. If you have not gotten it, make sure you check your email or go to support@priorityteam.com. And I'll type this in right here. So I did see that question that came through here. Thank you. Awesome. Hey, and raise your hand if you have a question. You can either type it in the message box there, or I will open your audio up if you're raising your hand. So I love questions. Let me see if there's any coming through real quick. And it could be on anything, by the way. Getting started. I'll take maybe one or two questions. And I don't see anybody. Hi, Terry. Good to see you out there, Terry. I know you didn't have a question, but I just wanted to say hi, Terry. Your line's unmuted while I'm waiting for someone. Terry? You trying to be anonymous and quiet? Okay, I don't see any questions unless I'm not. Raise your hand again. Hit that hand button if you're still here. And I'll go through it one more time. And while we're waiting for that, let me type this in. Hey, Jen, I got to ask you a question, Jen.
Yep.
It was really interesting what you said. It was actually educational to me. So does that mean that the Digestes product is actually going to start smelling good for me one day?
Yes.
Oh, that would be a miracle, because that product to me tastes like dog. I shouldn't say dog food, but I don't know if it's around here. But so that means I have a digestive issue. I need to work on my digestive.
It could be you need some support somehow with your digestive system.
Yeah, because that product to me is like, woo, very.
To me, for me too. It's not always one of my favorites.
Okay. What is the best smelling product to put in my diffuser? Just curious. We tried so many different things in the last month.
You know what I've been doing lately is Highest Potential Essential Oil Blend.
I haven't had that one. We missed out. Oh, I got a question coming in. I missed out in, I forgot what I was going to say. I missed out in what you told me to get last week. We were so bummed. Hey, Sharon Johnson. Your line is live if you have a question. Yeah, I will role play to a customer for sure. This isn't just about recruiting, guys. It's, yes, I want to help you get more sponsors, but it's also definitely about how to get more customers and members and get them on Essential Rewards and then onboard them into the business much faster than the normal life cycle. Thank you for praying for the tech issues who said they're praying. I love that. Thank you. You don't have to sell to your friends. You just got to work on B. And here's the crazy thing when people say they don't want to talk to their friends. I was like that too. There was a time in my career where I didn't want to talk to my friends, but sooner or later, the cold market becomes your friend. So it really doesn't matter. You're going to cultivate relationships. You don't want to be in a cold market to a cold market to a cold market to a cold market without developing what it really takes to build natural new relationships. Sooner or later, every single one of you, we're in a relationship business. Whether you want to connect with people you know or not, it's up to you. But sooner or later, the cold market's going to become your friends. My wedding consisted of 90% of my wedding were people that I met in the cold market. But to this day, 20 years later, I'm meeting with a guy that I met 20 years ago that I cold called. He was in the military, and I remember calling him 20 years ago, and we're still really good friends. All right, so let me see. I'm going to check one more time for questions. And oh man, hang on one sec. You know what? I don't know where my box went now. Excuse me. Congratulations, Cindy. Welcome aboard. Cindy says, thanks. I just signed up. Right on, Cindy. I'm excited to be working with you. And by the way, I think there was a small handful of people that we said if we were going to call the first 40, but most likely we'll try to reach everybody that we can that enrolls. Personally, my wife's going to give you a call to find out really where you're at in your Young Living business. Hang on, I don't know what I did with the box. Oh, there we go. I learned. I extended it. Oh, now I lost it completely. How funny. Oh my gosh. Jen, you see, you don't have to be techie to do this to do this either. Okay, another question. Let me see here. Yeah? Okay, guys. I have a retail customer. I need contact with them. Okay. Hang on one sec. Let me just read this question. My friend who is a member shared in her presentation that she is glad that her friend, me, cared enough to share the Young Living business. She's a happy camper sharing all over. Awesome. Very cool. All right, Jen. Okay, I'm not seeing a lot of questions coming through. I'm not clicking at it right. God bless you guys. Thank you, Jen. You're an amazing leader to so many people. You're blessing so many people's lives with your Facebook. I cannot wait to go through your Facebook classes that you're going through. You've spent tens of thousands of dollars on your Diamond Factory system, and I know you're blessing the socks off of people. If you don't have a Diamond Factory system, you need to get some kind of CRM, contact relationship. If you're going to learn, and I'm going to go through this in the 3-step academy in detail, you want to have some kind of digital follow-up system because I'm going to teach you how to be following up with twice as many people. You're going to need some kind of process. The Diamond Factory system is customized to Young Living. Whether you understand all the marketing or not, everybody, you may not be techie, you may not understand all the capture pages. It's not about that only. It has many bells and whistles, but I'm telling you, whether you use the Diamond Factory system software specifically for follow-up or not, you want to use something like that in 2017. And we'll break that down. We'll be going through a lot of training on that to show you how simple it can be. A lot of you are overcomplicating it. It doesn't have to be that way. There's a much simpler way to do that. Okay, all right. Well, by the way, welcome all of you that that got started tonight. I see all of you flooding in right now. Welcome. I'm looking forward to serving you. All of you are going to get the recording of that first Young Living class immediately, and then the other class starts in February, okay? All right, God bless you. Thank you so much, Jen. You're an amazing leader. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Tom, for coming on.
God bless everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.